probably better to pick stuff that's at your skill level and pushes you a little bit for really having to think about your right hand position. And that's going to be the biggest thing this week. The worst parts of getting good at an instrument are realizing you have to like start over to get in again, not just like add new stuff, but have to completely rethink. It's like, oh shit, I really can't hit these two fingers at the same time, and you can't. So you know. So right now, just at home, stop your video and just do some playing four finger stuff. And I want your thumb parallel to the string, as opposed to in this juxtaposition, because that does the same thing that being like that, you know, it straightens our fingers out. We're going for, I'm picking away from the instrument. Maybe watch any video of Kelly Joe playing, probably anything slide. Cool. So now that we've done that, I'm going to just go through this command in my kitchen that we did really quickly. And I would say the main thing we're going to work on there is just like I'm three finger picking and vibrato. Now that I see vibrato is not something you're doing enough. Cool. So we were just going like. So you know, on the second one of those, and I'm going to want you to not playing like Sunhouse vibrato or Bloody Waters vibrato, which we totally do and it sounds cool, but we just mean I am sustaining this pitch, which is like a really small range of motion. And unfortunately, when I asked you to do it during the lesson, you like just did it straight away versus your great polisher here, but it's, you know, 36th of an inchy or whatever. So we're going one staccato, one legato. Next riff goes, and you can play a couple of bass notes after that if you want, like you know, like we're going through 3, 4. If you like, but the point is to go. So there's our first dampen where we literally have to go this finger, put it back, keep it there, this finger. And then, so we're going. There's that. So we just went. Section, finish. So there we had the, where it's tempting for everybody to dampen the second note there. So here we're seeing we're on ring, put it back, and then two regular ones. Not, you know, so yeah, you'll subconsciously trick yourself into wanting to dampen. There we are, so. It's actually identical to the previous lick, just with that other note at the end. And then we got, so there you have to bring your fingers back between those two notes, like two notes. That's the one where I was like, if I did this with a pick, no matter how well I did it, instead of going, it would go, which is cool, but we're just not trying to play it beginner to jangle right now. Cool, so that whole thing is like, and we can play bass through this, but we're just not going to, so we have adequate headspace to focus on the minutia, technical stuff we're working on. So we'll just go, I'm playing the riff, bass, bass. So like 2, 3. Something on the lower string so that you switch positions, but still in this position, you know, juxtaposition where you're using your thumb, no middle finger comes up and, you know, all week no middle finger comes up and does the thing. And that's something that's happening unconsciously, so, you know, you'll more catch yourself doing. Alright, so section, you know, we're about like 4 minutes into the video. I'm just going to talk about this black case thing. That'll actually be. So just like, you know, the point of this whole thing was vibrato and just getting used to playing with 4 fingers. It's supposed to be like dum 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 dum. Yeah, making the bass notes, not just saying dum dum. All right, cool. So here we go with this like. Oh, sorry. Sure. So there's our first one, 1 and 2, and 3, 4. So there's a dampen in there, and then we go, or rather, sorry, I just wanted to look at this. Yeah, there we go. So 1, 2, and a 3, and boom. And that was that. It really sounds like it's this, but it's so cool. So far we just went. recommend you just stop and learn that riff is that he does this step and a half, like you know, this like almost just a half step thing, and it sounds totally different than our normal. So starting right in the middle of the fret is going to seem counterintuitive because it runs contrary to everything we've always been doing. But it's something we would never like come to a stop in the middle of the fret, but starting, you know, when it sounds totally different than like, and it's kind of cool. It's like when we go like, or something like that. It's also literally a half flat. Cool. So there was the first bit. It's like boom bam bam, boom dum, and then so let's say, you know, section, cool, and then we went. Excuse me. And you know, vibrato and stuff, but I would say for this, learn the patterns and then try to add vibrato after the fact with this entire second song, just because it's going to be too much going on at once, unless you just find yourself already like, okay, I should just been doing vibrato the whole time after working on the first 4 riffs, which is kind of unlikely. It's all good. So I guess this sort of look like they're tied together. They're not. And then we're going excuse me. Yeah, no, that's right. And then our chord. And so, you know, we're thinking about chords, especially since you do so much of that shit. Like, you really want vibrato. You know, like, it's sometimes the big lippy kind, but often just sounds so much better than it. So yeah, like, you know, delicate things like that. So there's the stuff we did, and let me just look at this. What is this? Hopefully this will take like a fraction of a second here. I'm going to send you a link to another track of Kelly Joe Phelps playing here that I don't need to be running a video to send to you.